Hello and welcome back to StepByStepGuitarTuition.com. In this lesson I'm going to give you some tips and advice on your finger picking technique. There are basically three methods for sounding the strings on a guitar. Firstly, the strum, either with your fingernails or the side of your thumb. Strumming or picking with a plectrum. And finger picking. Ideally, the nails on your picking hand should be kept reasonably long and filed, so that there's no breaks in the nails to snag on the strings. Keeping your nails reasonably long will help to produce a richer tone and also a better variation of tone. Now let's look at the basics of finger picking, starting with your thumb. Generally speaking, you'd use your thumb to play the three bass strings. Start by picking the string with your thumb. There are two ways that you can do this. Firstly, you can use your thumbnail in a downward motion. And secondly, you can use the skin on the side of your thumb, also in a downward motion, and that gives you a slightly mellower tone. So you've got your thumbnail or the skin of your thumb. So try alternating between the nail and the side of your thumb. So thumbnail and the side of your thumb. Try that on the fifth string, thumbnail, side of your thumb, nail, and on the fourth string. So you've got the nail for the bright tone and the skin of your thumb for the mellow tone. Now let's look at the fingers. Most fingerstyle guitarists would use their first and their second finger to pick the strings, occasionally the third, and rarely the fourth finger is used. So we're going to start by picking the third string with your first finger, and there are two ways you can do this. The first is called a free stroke, which is where you pick the string in an upward motion with the tip of your finger and your fingernail moving up and away from the string. Try that with your first and second fingers. So up and away from the string. The second method is called a rest stroke, which is where you pick with the tip of your finger and your fingernail, but this time you let your finger come to rest on the next string. So you've got the free stroke, which is up and away, and then the rest stroke, which is where you rest on the next string. Try to keep your movements small as well, so don't be bringing your finger far away from the string. Try to keep it as close to the string as you can. So we'll try alternating between the free stroke and the rest stroke. There's the rest and there's the free stroke. It's also possible to pick the string in the other direction, flicking that way. This is rare, but try it anyway. Let's try those two different techniques with the second finger on the second string. We'll start with the free stroke, using your fingernail, and the rest stroke. And we'll try the third finger on the first string, with your fingernail doing the free stroke, and then the rest stroke. Fourth finger as well. Now let's try some exercises combining the thumb and the fingers. Start by picking the 6th string with your thumb and then your first finger. So thumb, first finger. And then we'll try that on the A string, D string, G, on the B string, that's on the top string. Now we'll try your thumb and second finger on the bottom string, then on the 5th string, 4th string, 3rd, 2nd, let's try the 1st and 2nd fingers on the bottom string. 1st and then 2nd. Changing to the 5th, using free strokes. Now I'm going to try playing the 6th string with my thumb and then the 3rd string with my first finger, 2nd string, 2nd finger, 3rd finger on the top string. So thumb, 1st, 2nd, 3rd. Try that the other way around with your thumb and then 3rd, 2nd, 1st. Now let's try playing those 3 together. The top 3 strings together. So if you lay your fingers on the strings, your first finger on the 3rd, 2nd finger on the 2nd string and your 3rd finger on the 1st, and then pluck free strokes. Free strokes. And then combine that with the thumb on the bottom string. Try alternating thumb, fingers, and then you could try fingers on the 2nd, 3rd and 4th strings. Top strings. Now it's up to you to spend some time working through those finger picking exercises which are designed to prepare you for the fingerstyle lessons in the beginners module of the step-by-step syllabus. When you begin to feel comfortable with those exercises and the other exercises on the preliminary module, then you're ready to move on to the beginners module.